Frank August single barrel. Told myself I wasn't going to buy another one, but it's a single barrel. Here we go. Hey, it's Matt, Bourbon Banters 2020. Today's review is going to be on Frank August single barrel. I'm going to pour me a glass. This is going to be pretty quick. Story is, I had the Frank August small batch, and I did a review on that, I'd say maybe about 10 ago, and I kind of gave it a not so good review because it was just all that. This thing here is such a cool bottle. Same exact bottle as the small batch, but this is a single barrel. And this one here, let me, it's neat, sleek. Frank August in the back. Give you the label on top. Bitchin' topper. I actually, with the other one, cleaned it all up, put it up in the cabinet. You can use it for whatever you want. So I think that the bottles are just fucking cool. I don't know. I got a thing for them. I got a thing for Frank August. I'm a weirdo. Saw this. I went to Total Wine. Saw this thing. You know, saw a couple of the small batches and they had one left of this. And there's a couple dudes walking around and I'm like, you're not getting it. I picked it up and held on to it. Looked for whatever else and I can't remember if I picked anything else up. The small batch wasn't all that, and you can watch the review. I don't know, it's probably about 10 back. It wasn't all that. I got the single barrel thinking, all right, more proof, gonna give me some more flavors. It's gotta be better. So here we go, we're gonna see. All right, whew, back with you. All right, so I pour me a glass. This is the spreadsheet here. Frank August single barrel, barrel number 9. So this is all on the neck, everything's written down. So that's a good thing. This is 46, barrel number 9, 46 out of 186 bottles, I'm assuming. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, distilled unknown out of Kentucky. So we have no clue, but it's out of Kentucky. Well, that kind of chaffed me a little bit, just like, whatever. Proof 122.6, it's warm. Age 6.1 years. Mash bill undisclosed. God damn, that pisses me off. And the price was 135 bucks and I got it for 134, 135. So, it's one of those things where they entice you. At least I'm gonna get a cool bottle. But usually with proof and single barrels, you're gonna get some more flavors out of it. So I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I end up going to the website. They got 2 other type bottles that they did with like some Japanese wood or something like that. I can't remember 100%. And then they have the single barrel, and then they have the small batch. I grabbed the small batch, wasn't all that. This one, I've had it and I like it. I think it's good. I think it's a little bit different. I think it's like 10 steps up from the small batch. And I'm sure with the other special finishes that they had that listed, I had to grab it because I didn't want anyone else to get it, and it was the last one there. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna spend the money. I'm wasting. Hopefully I don't waste my money. So I took a gamble, rolled the dice, and it was a push. But came out ahead. It's like putting your money on roulette and you black or red. You still got a 49% chance on winning it, because there's a couple green spots out there. So, I did it. So, on the nose. It's good. I got a lot of cherries on there. Dude, some nectarine. Nectarine. That's when Jeff goes, I don't know, I've never had a nectarine. Well, that was nice. This thing, that's why nectarine, I had to actually search this thing. Got the nectarine. I got the cherry in there with a little cinnamon, little oak. So with that, it's a little warm, 122. On the front of the palate, there was a mound of raspberry and some fig and vanilla and a hair bit of cinnamon and a little bit there at the end. A lot of raspberry, some oak on there now on the second one, some fig, vanilla, but it's good. It's a medium finish. It's not like crazy hang in there. Get a little bit of that hug because 122 is still warm. It's a long finish, but a bit dry. Because it doesn't feel like it's coating. Gotta take a break. And if I forgot to tell you, hey, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified, spread the word. This is actually way better than the single barrel. but the flavors stand out more, and I think it's from the proof. It lets you grab more flavors. But I think I got one more left here. I'm gonna do it, give you the palate, give you the finish. Raspberry, oak, and fig in there. Vanilla, very light, getting some cinnamon. For the finish, as it kind of sits back there, for the back, for the palate, a little bit of cherry, maybe, cran raspberry, little in there, but the flavor kind of fades. So it's kind of like a medium finish. My final thoughts on this thing, I think this is way better than the small batch, way better. If you want to buy a cool bottle for the decanter aspect of it, this is it. And if you're gonna buy a cool decanter, let the booze that's inside give you a little bit. So this thing here, I think it's good, especially for, well, okay, I totally forgot about the price. 135 bucks. Me personally, I think this is probably a good 90 to 100, maybe $110. But, Frank August, smaller place, needs to keep the lights on, it's gonna charge a little more. That or they're charging to offset, because the decanter costs a lot. Whatever, I get the fucking bottle. The flavor volume, I'm gonna say it's like 6.5 to 7, but it's a lot of faint overshadowed by the proof on this. So obviously the bigwigs that are providing him, Frank August, I don't know who it is, Frank. I'm assuming Frank August is, a dude, providing them with bottles, with barrels that aren't what they want. So they, kick him down, make some money, and he makes do with the scraps, and he's doing a great job with the scraps. Me personally, for 135 bucks, it's not worth it, but I had to do it. They dangled the carrot of the small batch, and I went for the single barrel. It's great. It's good, borderline great, but I'm going to keep it in the good for the flavors that you can get out of this thing. But I think it's the heat and the spice that deters me from saying it's great. But I will finish it. I will take care of it. Will I buy another one? No. But yet they dangle the carrot of that Japanese oak, whatever. And do I think I'd get it? It depends if it was under 100 bucks. That's my thought. So, hey, if this was helpful, or if you just want a cool fucking decanter with a 3-pound fucking top, get it. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.